We have just reached 100,000 subscribers on EatTheBlocks. So in this video, I wanted to give you the story of EatTheBlocks and also tell you what's going to happen in the future on the channel. If you are new here, I'm Julien. I'm the creator of EatTheBlocks, and on this channel, I help Web 2 developers transition into Web 3. Let's go back in time in 2016 before I created EatTheBlocks. So at that time, I was a software developer and I wanted to find a remote job, but I was still junior and it wasn't very easy. The one thing I understood is that I had to specialize instead of just applying as a general web developer. I had to be very specialized in something specific. So that was a very first important realization. And then I stumbled upon this concept of blockchain. I also saw other keywords like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I dived into the crypto rabbit hole. I started to read everything I could about crypto and blockchain, and I became so excited about it. And for my first blockchain gig in 2017, I had to work with Monero. Monero is a privacy cryptocurrency. Now nobody talks about it anymore, but in 2017 it was much bigger. And so I did my first gig with Monero, and that was great, but that was also super hard. So on the one hand, I was super interested in becoming a blockchain developer, but on the other hand, I really wondered if I really had the capacity to do this. And that's when I started to do more research about Ethereum. So I remember very well in 2017, I stumbled upon the landing page of Ethereum, and it said that they were building a decentralized computer on the blockchain. And I thought that the concept was just so mind-blowing. So I fell in love with Ethereum right away. And I realized that building on Ethereum was much easier than with other blockchain. Actually, if you are a web developer, it's much easier to build on top of Ethereum because you're going to reuse 80% of your skill. The last 20% is about learning how to write smart contract and connect to the blockchain with a library like Web3. So I shifted my focus 100% on Ethereum. So I started to study Ethereum, but at that time there wasn't many tutorials. I also realized that if I wanted to find a remote job as a blockchain developer, learning is only one part of the process, but I also have to convince companies to hire me. I created EatTheBlocks with different goals in mind. The first goal was to learn blockchain development, because when you teach others, first you have to learn for yourself. Then of course I wanted to help the community, and I also wanted to leverage my YouTube channel to find a remote job in crypto. So I created my YouTube channel in October 2017, and my strategy worked so well because in just a couple of months, I received a ton of interest from crypto companies. I had a couple of job offers and I accepted one of them. So I was the first developer for a crypto company called LendingBlock. This is a lending platform for crypto for institutionals. And that's how I got my first remote job, paid $100,000 a year. And this opened up a new chapter in my life. So in 2018, I was working for this company, LendingBlock. So it was taking a lot of my time, and so I wasn't very consistent on the channel. So the growth was a bit slow in 2018 on the channel, but that's okay because I was having fun at this company. But unfortunately, at the end of the year, they got some problem and they had to fire pretty much everybody, including me. And so I was back to square one with no job. And that's when I decided to launch my first blockchain course. So at the beginning of 2019, after I released my first blockchain course, I started to make the first sales, and that was an amazing feeling because it was the first time in my life that I wasn't selling my time, but I was selling a product. So at the beginning, it wasn't enough to live from it, but I was already very satisfied to have sold my first product. So because this income wasn't enough, I was also doing some gigs for blockchain projects, and my YouTube channel helped a lot. Actually, all my freelance customers came from the YouTube channel. So I was juggling with my freelance gigs and also with YouTube and with my blockchain course. The YouTube channel started to grow. I also started to be more consistent on YouTube. So overall, it was a pretty good year, but you have to realize that at that time, it was what we call crypto winter. So the hype around crypto totally died at that time, and many people left the industry, but I made a very important choice at that time. I stay in the industry because I really believe in crypto in the long term, and I didn't let the bear market affect me. So at the beginning of 2020, the revenue of EatTheBlocks finally reached a very important milestone. So it was making a few $1,000 per month. It wasn't much, but finally it could cover my living expenses. And I took a very difficult decision, which was to focus 100% on EatTheBlocks and to completely give up all the freelance gigs. So it was a very scary decision, but it was actually a very good decision, because just a few months after I took this decision, the revenue from the course kept going up and it actually exceeded what I could make as a blockchain developer. So I was pretty happy about it. And that was also the time when the COVID crisis started. And because because there were so many lockdowns, people were forced to stay at home. So the watch time on YouTube for all YouTube channels started to go up a lot, including for EatTheBlocks. So that was a time of rapid growth for the channel. So for EatTheBlocks, 2020 was a great year. At the beginning of 2021, EatTheBlocks was doing super well, both on YouTube and on the business, but I was overworked like crazy because I had to do all these videos on YouTube. I had to create all these courses for the academy. So that was really overwhelming, and that's when I realized that I needed some help. So that's why I created a company and I started to do my first hires. I hired someone to help me for various projects, and I also started to hire instructors to do courses. And when it comes to the YouTube channel, so at the beginning of 2021, I was only at 10,000 subscribers, but thanks to the fantastic bull market of 2021, this started to go up really fast. And at that time, I anticipated that probably at the end of the year, I would reach 100,000 subs. We also started to receive a lot of interest from blockchain projects who wanted to do sponsor video or even full courses. So for example, we did a course with Polygon. We also covered a lot of blockchain API like Alchemy, QuickNode. So 2021, again, an amazing year for EatTheBlocks. And so now we are in 2022 and finally we reached 100,000 subscribers. So what's going to happen in the future of the channel? So you probably noticed that I started to publish more and more of these 2-minute videos. So that's something that you're going to see more and more on the channel. And sometimes also you're going to see some longer video like I used to do before, but that's not going to be the main format. And you're also going to see some other instructors on the channel. So blockchain has grown so much and it's impossible for me, Julien, to cover all the topics out there. So I do need some outside help. So what's really interesting to remember about the story of EatTheBlocks is that creating this YouTube channel has been phenomenal for my career in the blockchain industry. And of course, you can do the same thing. If you start to create some content about blockchain, it's going to be much easier to find a great job in the industry. But if you create content on your own, it's going to take a lot of time before you get noticed. So a better way is to create content for EatTheBlocks. If you are a software developer, you can either create video for the YouTube channel or create courses. It's going to give you a huge exposure in the blockchain industry, which is going to accelerate a lot your career, and you're also going to learn by having feedback from me. So if that is something that interests you, you can contact me by email. I put my email in the video description. So that's it for this video. Thanks for your support. I'm super happy that we have reached 100,000 subscribers and I hope we're gonna get much more. Bye.